The moment the news broke, fans across the world went silent. The words no one ever expected to hear escaped Wang's lips, and they changed everything. But before we dive into this emotional storm, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this story will take you right to the heart of what really happened between Wang and Shen. When the clip surfaced online, it wasn't just another celebrity interview. It wasn't scripted, rehearsed, or polished. Wang, known for his charisma and playful confidence, appeared somber, his eyes tired, his tone quieter than ever. The setting was simple, almost raw. A white backdrop, a plain chair, and Dylan sitting there, holding what looked like a letter in his hand. And then he began to speak, words that would ripple through fandoms everywhere. "I've kept quiet for a long time," he began, his voice trembling just enough to show he was holding back emotion. "But I think it's time to be honest. It's over." Those two words hit like a thunderclap. Fans replayed the clip over and over, searching for clues in his expression, in the pauses between his sentences. It wasn't clear at first, over what? Over the rumors? Over the years of speculation? Or over something far deeper, the relationship everyone secretly hoped was real? Within hours, social media exploded. "It's over," one fan tweeted. "Please tell me he doesn't mean Shen." Others refused to believe it, insisting Dylan was referring to his past struggles or his old management issues. But then, as if to confirm the heartbreak, Shen herself was seen later that day leaving her studio in tears. Witnesses described the scene with heavy hearts. She wasn't surrounded by her usual cheerful energy. She wore a long beige coat, a mask covering her face, but her trembling shoulders gave her away. Cameras flashed, and even through her silence, people could feel her pain. Something had clearly shattered between them. Insiders close to both stars began whispering that Dylan's confession was, in fact, about Shen. They said it wasn't meant to be a public revelation, it was a moment of emotional exhaustion that slipped into view. Apparently, Dylan had been carrying the weight of a relationship lived in shadows, full of misunderstandings, rumors, and pressures no one outside could truly understand. He loves her deeply, one insider shared, but he feels like the world hasn't given them peace. Every time they try to move forward, people twist their story. That statement only deepened the confusion. If he loved her, why end it? Why say it's over? As days passed, more context emerged. During a behind-the-scenes interview from a recent project, Dylan was asked how he handles emotional scenes. His answer was raw: "When you've lived through something painful yourself, acting becomes easy. You just remember." Fans immediately connected that quote to his latest confession, realizing that his pain was real, not performed. Meanwhile, Shen, usually quiet about her personal life, finally broke her silence, but not in words. She posted a single photo on her social media, a sunset over the ocean. The caption was just 3 words: "Thank you, always." That was all. And yet, it was enough to make fans around the world break down with her. Under the post, comments poured in. "Please tell me this isn't goodbye. You two taught us what love looks like. No matter what, we're with you." The emotional flood was overwhelming. For years, Dylan and Shen's chemistry, on screen and off, had been the heartbeat of their fans' dreams. From their iconic roles in Meteor Garden to the countless interviews filled with laughter, glances, and shy smiles, they'd built something magical, something that felt real even when they said it wasn't. But reality, it seems, had finally caught up with them. A close friend of Shen revealed that the pressure had been unbearable. "People forget they're human," the friend said softly. "Every time they're seen together, it's news. Every time they're apart, it's drama. They've been trying to protect each other for years. But sometimes love needs quiet to survive, and they never got that." Those words painted a heartbreaking picture. Maybe Dylan's "It's over" wasn't about love ending, it was about love needing space. Maybe it was his way of saying he couldn't bear to see her hurt anymore because of him. As more behind-the-scenes moments surfaced, fans noticed something subtle but powerful. In the last public event they attended separately, both Dylan and Shen wore the same bracelet. It was simple, woven thread, nothing fancy. But it matched perfectly. That tiny detail sent the fandom into emotional overdrive. Could it be their silent way of staying connected? Even after everything? Then came the emotional twist that no one saw coming. During a charity livestream, Shen was asked about forgiveness. Her response was quiet but deeply telling. "Sometimes love doesn't disappear," she said softly. "It just changes form. You forgive, you let go, and maybe one day, you meet again in peace." That one sentence broke the internet. Was she referring to Dylan? Was she forgiving him, or herself? Fans replayed that clip endlessly, analyzing every tone, every glance, every breath. But beyond the theories and speculation, one truth was clear: her heart was still healing, and so was his. A few days later, Dylan made a post of his own. No long captions, no direct mentions, just a simple photo of a night sky filled with stars. The caption, "Some connections never fade." It was as if their souls were speaking in silence, through images instead of words. People began to realize that this wasn't about a scandal or betrayal, it was about timing, maturity, and the cost of fame on two hearts that never truly got to live privately. Even fellow actors spoke out in support. One of Dylan's co-stars commented, "He's one of the most loyal and sincere people I've ever met. Sometimes being real costs you more than pretending." Another wrote, "Both of them deserve peace, not pressure. The entertainment industry can be ruthless. Rumors sell, heartbreak trends, and love becomes performance." But through all the noise, Dylan and Shen's story has always stood out because it felt authentic. It wasn't about fame, it was about two people who connected deeply, perhaps too deeply, under the spotlight. Fans began posting compilation videos of their best moments together, the laughter on set, the stolen glances, the way Dylan would instinctively look for Shen in a crowded room. Under those videos, comments were filled with love and gratitude. "Even if it's over, we'll always remember what they gave us," one fan wrote. "They showed us that love can be real, even in the hardest world. Sometimes it just retreats quietly, waiting for the right moment to reappear." As fans hold their breath, one can't help but reflect on the emotional journey these two have taken us on, from their first on-screen spark to this heart-shattering confession that feels like the closing of a chapter. And yet, in that very ending, there's still hope, because love like theirs doesn't just disappear. Maybe one day, when the noise fades, when the flashlights stop blinding them, Dylan and Shen will look at each other again, not as celebrities, not as idols, but as two souls who once promised each other something real. Until then, the world waits, hearts heavy but grateful, for every moment they've shared, every smile that melted screens, and every tear that reminded us that even stars feel heartbreak just like us. And no matter what happens next, whether this really is the end or just another storm before the calm, their story will remain one of the most unforgettable love tales in modern entertainment. Because when Dylan Wang whispered, "It's over," he didn't destroy the love story. He just made it real. And maybe, just maybe, love that real never truly ends.